Hello everyone, Assalamu alaikum. This is Unicas. I'm MD Mahfuzur Rahman. Today I'm going to describe some important documents what is needed for going to higher studies. So first of all, I wanna describe the important papers. So let's start. So first of all, if you plan to go abroad for higher studies, you need a valid passport. Why? Because without passport, you cannot apply. You cannot move your from your country to another country. So a valid passport, it must have enough validity beyond your planned stay. If you think I will stay there 5 years or 3 years, your passport must be 6 years or 8 years or 10 years. So generally in our country, we have 5 years and 10 years passport. So I suggest everyone to go get 10 years passport. Then you need a passport size photo. The country, it doesn't matter which country you are applying for, but you need a passport size photo. So as the specifications of the visa consulate, because sometimes the countries are suggesting specific background like blue background, white background, or the specific size of the pictures. So you have to know of the embassy which country you are applying for. So if you go their website, you will know about the passport, the photo size. Then you need a birth certificate. Sometimes you require birth certificates for universities or visa officers, but it's not all the time mandatory. But in our country, it's very important because without birth certificate, you will not gonna get the NID and the passport. So I think there must be a birth certificate uh, whenever you are trying to apply for the higher studies. Then you need academic records. So in academic records, you need some important documents. So in that case, your SSC, HSC, undergrad, those are the main documents that you need. And you need the certificates, you need the transcripts, everything. So you have to have everything in your hand. So whatever they need, they just gonna check from you, and you have to provide the soft copy to the university, DSO, or the embassy. Then the degree certificates. So when you complete your undergrad, like your honors, your BBA, your BSc, so you need your transcript and the degree certificates as well. And you need translated or attested copies of that. And sometimes a notary is needed for the countries they are required, but all of the countries don't need to notaries, but attested copies is must. And the attestation, it has to be from your universities, your colleges, your professors, your principals. On the other hand, the admission specific documents, you need some official offer letter or acceptance letter, which university you are going to do, and the statement of purpose, SOP, and the letters of recommendation, usually two or more. And be careful whenever you are getting letters of recommendation, you have written something which is not unnecessary. You must be careful what you are aiming to, what you are doing, and why you are writing this recommendation letter. That should be in an alignment. Otherwise, you will not gonna get the proper offer letters or the scholarships or the relevant benefits that you are supposed to get. On the other hand, the important things is your CV or resume, especially for the graduate programs. Those who are trying to go for masters or the PhD programs, your CV is so much important, because the CV depends always on your personal or individual reflection on the to the professors. And the professors always try to identify within shortest possible time by sorting your CV. So make a CV which is very important and which is recommended to everyone, so that uh, it should be the main aspects, so that the teachers, the DSU, can choose you without any confusion. Then you must have language and test scores. The language proficiency, it may be IELTS, TOEFL, TT, Duolingo, and whatever they are providing for Germany languages, Japanese languages course, these are. So if the program or country requires them, you must have the points. Other test, when you are trying to go for PhD, so GRE or GMAT score is specified by the university. You have to look forward that and try for the result that you can get. On the other hand, financial documents, when you are going to apply for other countries, your bank statements or bank solvency certificates is must. You must provide the enough funds to cover your tuition fees and living cost. It's a proof that you are able to study over there. Then sponsor letters and proof of income, and especially uh, Finland, the USA, Canada, Australia, they are always looking forward to you. If someone else is supporting to you, like your father is providing the sponsorship, your mother, your relatives, but whoever is supporting or sponsoring you, you must provide the real information about them. On the other hand, the affidavit or support, yeah, here is an important and a lots of confusion created over here. Some people are asking, students are asking, hey brother, may I use my affidavit for my father's mistakes in the NID or passports, because his passport is not aligning in my certificate's name, and sometimes my mother's name is not compatible with my documents. So what can I do? The better solution is, the best solution is you try to change your name, your documents to according to your father's passports or mother's passports. Otherwise, your um, their documents should be according to your documents. So if these documents are not aligning, then it's a better option. All the countries are not accepting that, but most of the countries accepting affidavit. So it's a general solution, but I always provide my students as a suggestion that try to align everything. Even if you need to change your certificates, okay, it will take time, a lots of times, and you have to go a hectic way because our country systems are not proper. That's why you started early, and you should have a lot of time so that you can get your correction papers within the time you are applying for. Then visa application documents. So when you are getting admission confirmation, so you will need this information: students visa. First of all, completed visa application form. In USA we are using DS 160, and other countries have their specific forms too. And visa appointment letter, you have to get appointment letter when you are going to attend the embassy. Then I-20 form for the USA and are equivalent. Other countries are providing the I-20 level or offer letters, something like that. Certificate of eligibility, that you are eligible for getting the visa, and you are the guy who are going to attend the program. So it's an information, lots of information which is provided by the university to your embassy. Then passport and copies of important pages. So you must have your passport and your important pages. So if you attended, if you visited other countries, that passports, so if they are stamped, they are uh, what the last pages, the endorsement, everything you must have in your passport. And the updated bank statement. So when it is like isolated for uh, um, 5 months, 6 months, then you once again try another country, so you have to update it. So these are the common papers, they are very important for the countries that you are going trying to go for. And without this, some uh, not very crucial, minor important, but they always, you should have always test certificates also. The first of all is the medical or vaccination records, though it is from the restriction free now, but you have, if it's possible, you must have that. Otherwise, a police clearance. Some countries want police clearance or character certificates, work experience and certificate. That's very important for getting MBA and professional programs or PhD programs, scholarship or visas. And the marriage certificate, if you have dependents, so you must have your marriage certificate, and they must be notaried, and they need to be aligned with your passport, your name and your wife's name in the same spelling and everything. And I want to give you one best tips, that is, as our country is not totally documentations are our country's documentation systems are not good, so I always provide the students suggestion that gather the papers as soon as possible and starts before 6 to 8 months before you are going to take intake the date, and check country specific requirements. Each destination like USA, UK, Canada, Australia, Europe may ask you for slightly different paperwork, so be careful about that, and always try to collect whatever you have and whatever you don't have, and collect them, prepare them, make a file, strong your profiles, strengthen your profiles, and then finally try your luck. That's all for the documents, and if you have any more questions, if you have any clearance, so just comment on the below the video. I will try my best, because last video a lots of people are calling me and they wants to know about the papers and when should they should start their processing, so how which kind of documentations needed. So I create it, and let us know how my video was, and stay with Unique, and we are providing you the best services. Thank you so much, and stay tuned on uniqueals.com. Have a good one.